Alright, y'all, so this took place in like March of 2019, and I was about to chill at my boy Jeremiah's crib after school. Jeremiah had just got his hair cut around that time, by the way, and Jeremiah had an older sister. She was like 3 years older than us. She was a senior at the time while we were still freshmen, so she was like 3 grades above us, and she was bad as Nah, like she was model material. She was fine as hell, but she had a boyfriend, and I don't think she was gonna go for someone 3 years younger than her. But I say all that to say this. The reason I brought her up was because that same day I was going to Jeremiah's house was also the day of her birthday. So I figured she was probably out with friends getting up for her birthday or something. So yeah, we got back to Jeremiah's crib after school, and I was walking towards his entrance until I noticed a black G-Wagon on the side of Jeremiah's lawn. Odd, cause A, Jeremiah said both of his parents were not home, and B, neither of Jeremiah's parents were rich pussies, so I know that G-Wagon was not either of theirs. I shrugged it off though, cause it could just be one of the neighbors or something, I don't know. That's when Jeremiah told me it was his sister's car and she was at home. I was actually talking to Jeremiah earlier that day about surprising his sister for her birthday. Jeremiah suggested that me and him hide in the trunk, and when she gets in the car to drive to whatever destination she's driving to, me and him would jump up from the trunk and scream happy birthday and scare/surprise her. We would do it once we got to a traffic light though, cause if we did that while she was driving, all 3 of us will be on the news as 3 teenagers dead in a car crash. So we had to do it while she was either parked or stopped at either a red light or at some type of traffic. Jeremiah told me she keeps her keys on the kitchen counter, so his plan was for me to wait outside while he snuck inside the house and sneakily goes to the kitchen without her noticing, see if the keys were there, which according to him they always were, click on the unlock car button on the keys to unlock her car, and I would open the trunk for both of us. He would run back outside and hop in the trunk, and we would hide there until his sister got in the car, and we would jump out at a random but safe moment while she was driving and surprise her by saying happy birthday. And part of that plan worked. Jeremiah ran inside, unlocked the car, ran back outside, got in the trunk with me, and we hid there. It felt like a fat ass minute that we were in the trunk. We just stayed on our phones while we waited for Jeremiah's sister to come. And bricks later, that's when we heard Destiny, aka Jeremiah's older sister, walking towards the car. Me and Jeremiah silenced our phones and held in our laughter and covered our mouths and bit our tongues so we could hold in laughter. That's when we heard moans from outside. Me and him looked at each other like, what the f***? The car door to the back seats opened and we heard Destiny kissing on someone. It had to have been her boyfriend, cause every time I was over at Jeremiah's crib, her boyfriend was always there. I stayed quiet as a mouse. This was not a part of the plan. Jeremiah looked furious. Jeremiah was always super overprotective over his siblings, even his older sister who was literally about to turn 18. I gave Jeremiah the shh symbol with my hand. It was just super awkward hearing his sister hooking up with another guy when it should have been with me instead. Anyways, it was super awkward hearing Jeremiah's older sister smooching and kissing on a dude in front of us without even knowing we were there. Ew. Ugh. Gross. That's when Jeremiah's sister goes, you brought the condom, right? Jeremiah was about to explode when he heard that come out of her mouth. You know what else was about to explode, Jeremiah? Her boyfriend's when he releases a fat load inside of your sister in front of you. Okay, that's not funny. I held Jeremiah down because if we gave away our position, it would look so awkward. That's when Jeremiah's sister started moaning as her boyfriend started filling her up. That's when Jeremiah jumped up from the trunk and said, "Ah, hell nah! We're not doing that. We're not doing none of that. Not while I'm here, goddammit. And you, get the f*** off my f***ing sister, you f***ing Disney Channel, Jonas Brothers wannabe looking motherfucker." Destiny, happy birthday. Destiny and Jeremiah got into a big ass argument while me and Destiny's boyfriend just sat there awkwardly watching them argue. Destiny thought we were f***ing eavesdropping and stalking her and her boyfriend, but Jeremiah was telling her how we were about to hop out and surprise her because it was her birthday, but she was too busy getting down by her boyfriend on her birthday. She then smacked the shit out of Jeremiah, and Jeremiah was about to swing on her, but I held him back, and Destiny's boyfriend helped her put her clothes on. Jeremiah got mad at me for my idea because the last thing he wants to see is his sister getting stretched out by a BWC on her birthday. Jeremiah was scarred for life, thanks to me. Now he always saw his sister as a thought, when really she was just getting some birthday d***. You know what's cosmetic? That was the last time I went to Jeremiah's house. I have not gone back to his house ever since that day. And I never spoke to Jeremiah's sister after the whole incident. Normally, if I saw her in the hallways at school, we would hug and greet each other. But after that day, for the remainder of the school year, every time I walked past her in the hallways, she would flat out ignore me and pretend like I didn't exist. According to Jeremiah, I was permanently banned from his house. Not from him, but from his sister. She told Jeremiah that if she ever saw me at their house again, she would beat my ass. I miss going to Jeremiah's house. He had a really nice house too, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I have not been back to his house ever since then. And now, y'all know why. I'm out.